Welcome back.
Welcome in.
More podcasting.
Here it is.
Guess what?
What?
Figured out the Spotify password.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah,
what
so
was
we're
it?
in.
Don't tell everyone, but just what was the problem?
So
Okay.
I was trying it on Safari. Just what we had, like all the
Right.
like the podcast
Yeah.
email
Yeah.
didn't work, and then I just figured I'd try Google Chrome. Typed in the podcast email and just fired right up. So
Okay. Weird. Thank you, Internet.
I don't think that's how that should work.
No, can't be.
But it is.
Okay. Thank you.
So we're in.
So never use Safari.
Hack the mainframe.
Hacked it. And I'm in.
And
Okay.
we're back though.
Dude, NFL football is back.
So back.
So back.
So
Aaron Rodgers
I hate
is dead.
Dead. Diseased.
No, diseased of the foot.
Yeah, well, COVID probably.
Back of the foot.
Probably COVID.
Probably. Yeah, we both sat down, very excited. Top of the world.
Yeah.
Both of us, Sunday morning. We go, hey, we're not like huge gamblers. We're really not.
No.
But, we're like, hey, let's fire up some bets.
Yeah.
Let's fire up some bets. Let's get some going. And then before you know it.
I wanted to kill myself by 1:30.
Yep. Before you know it, we have 5 parlays each of them at least 7 legs.
This is the problem.
$10 to win 9,000.
We don't.
And we're like, why aren't these
lock.
hitting? This is weird.
We don't have enough money to bet to just make money on a straight up bet.
No.
So we decide to only bet things that are plus 10,000 or more.
Please, yeah, I need the plus sign.
I need the chasing them.
I need them big time.
And little do we realize, like, plus 500 is so unlikely in sports.
Yep.
And we bet it all the time.
All the time.
Because we need it.
Yep.
Um,
my toxic trait is that $20 to win 400 is a terrible bet. That number
What?
needs to be higher.
That would be an awesome bet.
That number needs to be
I just
higher.
can't do $20 to win 20.
Oh, no, I can't do $20 to win 400. It needs to be, if I'm betting $20, it needs to be at least
400?
Which is a guaranteed way of losing $20 every time. You want a quick way to lose $20 every time?
Just bet it.
Do
Don't even check the odds.
Just bet it.
Just go to the casino.
Yep, it's the worst.
There's a Family Guy skit where he like walks up to the counter.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "I'd like to place a sports bet, please." And they're like, "What team do you want?" And he goes, "Nope, just keep it."
Yes.
Keep it. Just yours. That's yours now.
Yep. Awesome. So fun.
I by literally about 3.
Yeah.
Like third quarter, fourth quarter of the 1:00 games, I was done.
I had to go to sleep.
You did go to bed.
Yep.
For a couple hours.
Yep.
And then the Patriots came on, and it was one of the worst sights in Patriots opening history, and I told you just to go back to bed.
Pick 6. I walked out. What's happening?
And fumble.
Go back to bed.
Yeah. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yep.
Bad.
But
all things considered,
it ended up pretty good.
I think it was a win of a game.
Okay. Me too.
Even you do.
Yeah.
Okay, because you seem pretty down. Not down, but
I'm
at a particular person.
I'm a little down, but I will say they looked much better than I thought they would.
That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
Much better. And people forget that this is a mediocre team.
Our team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our football.
People forget that. And we were playing a really, really good team.
The best in the NFC last year.
So, all things considered,
with a chance to win it.
Not a bad
Put ourselves in a
loss.
chance to win it. Yep. No, I think I was pleasantly surprised with the way we looked. Defense was
outstanding.
Really good.
I want to say the highlight of the game for me was, I don't know what it ended up being, the offensive line.
Not bad.
Looked great.
Yeah.
There was no sacks through like I don't know what it was, like the midway through the third or something.
Oh, okay.
No, like fourth, and then it kind of
They got
a little sloppy. But I think they had 3 sacks, which is not terrible.
No, against a rebuilding offensive line, offensive line that we were concerned about their health, and they had like 2 injuries coming.
Yeah, Riley Reef.
Yeah, that Gonzalez play at the end, I think it was on Devontae Smith where he knocked that away.
I think all the rookies on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, Keon
looked
White,
great. Marte Mapu I saw made some good tackles. Mm-hmm. Keon White, I was watching his highlights versus Lane Johnson straight up, and he was like cooking him.
Let's go.
Which was awesome.
So awesome.
That was huge. I think the play calling was better. Still, I think they'll get more in the flow of things this season.
It was definitely better.
It's week 1.
Yeah, and
it was raining.
It was raining. It was bad weather. It was much less painful on offense.
Yes.
Much less painful. The 3rd and 13 screen passes are still there, which I don't know.
I think those will start to fade away. I think it's that's also a thing in other teams just do in the NFL for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some reason behind it.
Don't do it, please.
It was the Tom Brady thing kind of made it
a
little hard on the heart.
Oh, really hard.
Seeing him in that jersey.
In the jersey and that was the old jersey too. Like it wasn't the new jersey. He was wearing the jersey that he wore.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
It made
They
me
definitely
think.
Forced him to wear that.
Yeah. No, for sure.
100%.
But they could have thrown him on the new jersey and it wouldn't have hit.
Right.
like his kids were.
I was so waiting for him to make out with his son during the speech.
Okay. You were waiting for that.
I was pumped.
I was waiting for him to be like, you know what, guys, I'm coming back for one more year.
I'm coming back for the fourth quarter.
For the fourth quarter. Him to suit up and then get out on the field.
It was the longest yard clip. The coach, he's like, oh, fuck it, I'm going in.
Yeah, dude, if he... Is it that crazy to say that if he did that, we win that game? If Tom Brady unretires during that halftime speech no warm-up, he comes in, we win that game, the Patriots win that game.
Yeah, of course.
Not crazy.
No.
Likely.
I don't know.
He hits Kayshon Boutte in the numbers, so he has no choice.
It doesn't matter where Kayshon Boutte gets hit, he's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, because he's like 1 foot in. This is college. You're 2 feet in the NFL. I thought this was college.
Did you know that?
1 foot.
Did you know that?
Kayshon Boutte did.
If he's probably listening.
Kayshon,
so
2 feet in the NFL.
First time he's hearing this.
Kayshon Boutte, 2 feet down.
2 feet NFL.
Yeah. He played college. He played college before this.
Yeah.
The rules there are 1 foot.
Yeah, and he's just fresh out of college.
So
I can see the confusion.
I can see it. 2 feet.
2 feet down. NFL.
2 feet down, please, for the next time, because that happened twice.
Get him down.
Not just
Get him down.
Please get him down.
Yeah, I think it was a good loss. That's what I'm going to categorize this.
Yeah.
Good loss.
Your thoughts on the quarterback, because I have my thoughts.
I think Mac Jones obviously had an insane stat line.
Yes.
Threw the ball a lot,
yep.
which I prefer.
Me as well.
He is on pace for 5,300 yards and 51 touchdowns. So
that's a lot.
All things considered,
that's
not bad.
That's good.
That's a lot. I don't think it was. I think it was like a B plus maybe.
Okay.
B.
Yeah.
I know Mac Jones is an average quarterback.
Right.
And he put on an average display. Like putting up those stats is awesome, but not getting the win is not awesome.
Right.
So it's like
right.
He might have shown out here and there, but then there were spots where he didn't look great. So I don't think I'm gonna hate on him.
Okay.
But I know he's average. Like he is not athletic enough to be that poor of a thrower of the football. He's a good decision maker.
Great decision maker.
Doesn't, like we talked about, have a lot of
juice
on the ball, but he still was hitting his spots a lot better.
He was.
I think the offense, obviously reconstructed, looked a lot better, but he's like not athletic enough for me to be like, oh, this guy, like Tua is slinging the football.
Yeah.
Like Tua doesn't scramble. He had probably no rushing yards, and Mac Jones had no rushing yards, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But Mac Jones is not slinging that football.
No. That's where I'm at as well. Mac did not play bad.
I don't think anybody played bad.
Agreed. Mac had a good game. And again, it's like, I'm just hating. Mm-hmm. Which I don't think I'm hating. I think I'm pointing out things that Patriots fans are so blind in their like loyalty to the team.
Yeah.
That they're like, no, this guy's the greatest of all time. It's like, no, he's not. We had the greatest of all time. And so that's why I have this.
I don't think any Patriots fan is like, this guy's the greatest of all time.
No. But a lot of Patriots fans are like so all in on Mac.
I think they're just used to the Tom Brady. It's like Tom Brady hangover. Brady hangover, and you wake up and see like the ugly girl in bed, and you're like, this will do.
No, I think so many people are high on Mac. Like a lot of Patriots fans I talk to are like, no, like this guy's gonna be a guy. This guy's gonna be a guy. And I get he's young, he's ascending, but he has these two things about him that he just cannot change that are always gonna hold it back. It's the athleticism and it's the speed in which he throws a football.
Yeah.
Like those things do not appear to be changing, and those things are not like, again, I said it the same time last year after the first game. Like, compare Mac Jones to Justin Herbert, to Trevor Lawrence, to any of these young guys, and just watch the way they throw the ball.
I agree. Obviously doesn't throw the ball as fast. Do you want to know what I really think the difference is?
Please.
Mac Jones has, like, no aura.
None.
Nothing about him is like, oh, this is a guy.
No,
Even when he has games where he would go for 400 yards and, like, destroys the defense, he doesn't, like, hype up the crowd. Like, he doesn't... Yeah. Whenever he was just bitching last year.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any, like, aura. Like, you saw Jordan Love in that game.
You saw Bailey Zappi on that Monday night game.
Aura. That's the difference for me. Because,
yes.
like, if we got ourselves a guy, a leader of men,
right.
the team leader has to have an aura.
Right.
You can't just have a Joe Schmo back
Baker Mayfield, for all his faults. The king of aura, maybe.
Aura. And that's why you can convince yourself on him.
Exactly.
Mac Jones, you can convince yourself on because he's played well before.
And he doesn't make a bunch of mistakes.
Yeah.
And he hits his spots.
But sometimes he doesn't, and then it's like, why is this random dude playing bad quarterback for the Patriots?
Yes. Yeah.
When he's good, it's like, all right, we got a quarterback, but when it's bad, it's like, who is this fucker?
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah. I just need a quarterback that has some...
A little more.
All I can say is aura.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
That's the word. We've coined it.
Aura and speed.
Please. He just throws the ball very slow. of the standard, not of my standard, he throws the ball faster than me.
I don't know.
Right? I think you might be able to throw a ball faster than Mac Jones.
And I was supposed to get elbow surgery.
There's one play at the end where the offensive line broke down, but it wasn't immediately.
Mm-hmm.
He had some time, and I was like, would have loved to scramble there. That's Herbert scrambles for a first down on that play. It was one of those last drives.
He reminds me scrambling of Daniel Jones, but like not picking up yards. Like you see Daniel Jones run, and I'm like, wow, this dude is so unathletic. But then he's like, oh, he got a first down. Yeah. Mac Jones is like, wow, this dude's super unathletic and like weirdly built, and then he got tackled for a 3-yard
That
loss.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I think that should have happened.
I get that. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Like, again, great kid.
I want to say this too.
Accurate.
We've gotten a lot of hate for saying that he has like no zip on the ball, when we're talking about like people are referencing touch passes like in the corner of the end zone where you need a little loft on it.
Yeah.
Like that's a good throw. Like he should be making those. But we're talking that
play at the end of the game. Hunter Henry waiting for it. Gets two guys collapsing on him because he's just waiting for that ball to arrive. Like
maybe he should go get the ball.
Maybe he should come to the ball. Yeah,
he had one sick catch. That one.
Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Hunter Henry played a great game. Mm-hmm. Guess what? This is a Bill O'Brien thing that I love. Just putting the ball in the hands of our best players offensively.
Right.
Hunter Henry and Kendrick Bourne.
Wide receiver one.
Pro
bowler.
Please. We have been saying it. Best shape of his career, this guy. And
his wife. Best shape of her career.
I can tell. And he is, like, he looked great.
Beautiful.
He is beautiful.
No, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was
awesome.
Anything else on the pages?
No, I just think this is going to summarize the season. I think we'll beat some good teams, lose to some bad teams maybe because we're not complete. I think we'll be like around 500, maybe sneak out 10-7. I mean, we have a tough schedule.
Right.
Obviously, Aaron Rodgers just went down, so that might help us out a bit. But I don't think we're anything special. I don't think we're a bad team. We're kind of stuck in the middle like we have been for the past couple of years. So.
Yep. Last thing about Mac, like the reason why I'm so consistent on this take about him is because, one, I haven't seen it change. And two, I think it's important as a fan base to call out like problems with your team.
Okay.
And not just be blindly loyal to your team. Like, I think that's bad.
That's you.
That's me, but I think that should be like
that's just fandom though.
For sure, but like it just bothers me when Patriots fans refuse to see this, in my opinion, very obvious fact about our starting quarterback is the fact that he just can't throw the ball fast.
I think about 80% of the quarterbacks in the league, or 80% of the teams in the league have a quarterback that just can't win a Super Bowl.
That's fair.
And teams don't know it. Like, teams believe. So it's like...
True. No. But even if... I'm telling... Like, this is the... Like, call me... And I get that Mac Jones is probably an overall better quarterback than Bailey Zappi. Okay?
Yeah, I agree.
But the aura. But the aura, for one. And two, you put Bailey Zappi on that field, and I'm like, all right, maybe this guy can progress to be something. Maybe. He's got the zap. He's got the zap. You're telling me, like, Bailey Zappi and Brock Purdy are that different? And look how great Brock Purdy looked last year after a year in offense.
I think they are that different.
But they had a year in that offense. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying...
Brock Purdy actually put on a display this week.
Bailey Zappi drafted higher than Brock Purdy, by the way, in the same draft. No, he's... And we'll talk about Purdy. I think he's fucking awesome. But I'm just saying, like, there's just ceilings that Mac Jones keeps hitting.
I do agree, though, that about the team thing as well. Like, the fans being delusional, because all over Twitter, it's just people being like...
Mac Jones compared to Jalen Hurts.
Stat line-wise.
Yeah, stat line.
Okay,
yeah.
So
right.
Is it best stat line wins?
And I love supporting the guys, obviously.
Yeah,
but it's just
listen, give me a good stat line.
Look at me supporting Bailey Zappi. I think this backup quarterback scraping on the roster, I think is the best thing since sliced bread.
Right.
Which is a fan thing. Short for fanatic. Right. Like, I am a fanatic.
Well, what about our other backup quarterback?
Matt Corral.
Where is he at?
Yeah, missing. We were just informed that Matt Corral is missing.
Confirmed lost.
Someone find this guy.
Somebody get a pillow.
Because he is athletic.
We could use that.
And more importantly, I hope he's safe. And healthy.
And healthy.
And happy.
And happy.
You can quote me on that.
You can quote me on that. And playing football for the Patriots.
Starting quarterback, please. Okay. Anything else?
I got nothing left on the Pats. I think
I was not as frustrated as I thought I would be with this team. But wow, did that Brady thing really touch me.
The first quarter, I was like, this could be...
And so I slept through the first quarter.
The worst football team of all time.
Okay. I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
Yeah.
That's, I think, why I don't really have any, like, negative views besides Mac. on the whole game.
Mac threw a bad pass. It hit someone in the hands, so it's like...
Yeah, but that was a bad pass.
Bad pass.
Yeah.
Raining. Still hit you in the hands, though, so maybe don't tip it up to the defense.
Right.
And then Zeke was just like, I don't want to hold on to this football anymore.
Yeah, right.
Don't want it.
Anytime.
I don't know what's going to be going on with the Zeke Ramondre thing. I know Ramondre was kind of sick.
No run game.
I don't know what's
There was that one real good run from him. It might have been a pass, actually.
I mean, the Eagles' defense is good.
There's a great look. I mean, the best team in the NFC.
I would rather have Mac Jones throw 55 balls a week than watch them run every week and the score would be 13-7.
Me too. Because then maybe he can strengthen his arm a little bit and throw the ball a bit faster.
He needs to start jerking off more.
That's it. Okay. On that note, we're going to go to some NFL talk.
Yep. And we're back, just like football.
Just like football, which is so back.
Just like my bank account.
Nope.
Just kidding.
Nope. Hey, you know what? I looked at my bank account this morning. $250 out for student loans. And another...
You're paying student loans already?
Oh, yeah.
Wowzers.
Not my favorite. But it's helping a little. Just a little. And also, like, whatever, little less than $100 I pay for my car.
Okay.
Which I'm not driving because I'm in Boston. So, love that. Coming right out. After a weekend of betting and drinking and going out in the city.
Just wait till next weekend.
We're the same thing.
Do the same thing, but probably more so.
Yes. Okay.
I actually think I'm going home next weekend just to avoid going out.
Just to save some gas.
Yeah, I think so.
Not a bad move.
And for food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So football happened.
Football did happen.
And we can talk about each game, but that'd be kind of boring.
Yeah.
So I decided to make my weekly tier list.
Awesome.
Which
you should post those after tonight.
I will post it, but I wanted to go over it live on the show.
Hell yeah.
Which goes over every NFL team, and then we'll kind of just talk a little bit about the team as we go. Okay, so do we want to start at the top or the bottom?
Let's go bottom.
The bottom tier is Josh Dobbs.
Okay.
Which is the Cardinals.
Okay.
The Panthers.
Okay.
And the Titans.
Okay. They're all just Josh Dobbs.
Poor quarterback play. Bryce Young is bad.
He is not bad.
He was all right.
He's great.
They're all bad teams.
They're bad teams.
I mean, Derrick Henry.
Titans.
They're not on that tier.
It's tricky.
But they played on that tier.
It's so tricky with that.
Did you see Dave or whatever that his name is? Vrabel came out and he was like, "Hey, I don't know what happened in the fourth quarter with Derrick Henry, but it won't happen again."
Oh.
Okay, so should be fine.
It's weird because you're in control of that.
That's your job.
Yeah. That's like the pilot crashing a plane. Being like, dude, I don't know what happened with that plane.
What the fuck was that about?
You were in control. That's weird.
Hey, really doing that today?
Oh, man.
9/11, right now.
I am so sorry. That was
insensitive.
That was not on purpose. I promise you. I promise you it wasn't.
It's fine. All right, next tier is called Trust Me, Our Quarterback is Good.
Okay.
And it's the Broncos.
Okay.
The Bears.
Okay.
The Patriots. The Steelers. And the Texans.
I really agree with the Steelers and the Broncos part of that.
Yeah. Trust me. And the Bears.
And the Bears, yeah. I agree with that. The Bears is maybe actually the most trust me or quarterback. Or no, he's good. He's good. Really? Are we sure?
No,
really?
he's great.
Really?
He wasn't even the best quarterback in the game.
He's an MVP candidate, by the way.
Not the best quarterback in the game.
Not at all. Not even close. I didn't see much of the Broncos game. I think that was probably the game I saw the least.
Yeah, they lost to the Raiders. So
the Raiders won that game?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the Broncos barely won.
No, I'm pretty sure the Raiders won.
Okay.
Which is weird.
Yeah. I can't really count.
You saw one highlight.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers getting
he's okay.
Damar Hamlin. Yeah,
he's okay. Yeah, dude. What's Justin Fields?
Yeah, bad. I don't know. The
team is not great. I don't think the coach is great.
They got so much hype just because he ran for a lot of yards, but they kept losing games. They had the number one pick.
Yes.
Just because he ran for a lot of yards doesn't mean they're going to turn into a playoff team.
Yeah.
They didn't run the ball as much with him, and they were just doing this thing where every time they would just check the ball down.
Okay, like...
But more so than the Patriots.
Yeah.
It was just like, let's just keep checking the ball down, and then no design runs for Justin Fields, and then also our defense is bad.
Terrible. You want to know, like, a surefire way to just tell if a quarterback isn't great?
Check it down.
If they're just running checkdowns every play. This was the thing with Dak a few years ago, that people got on him, and then, like, it was kind of fair. And, like, you're just checking the ball down every play.
There was a picture of DJ Moore on the sideline, like, in awe, and he was like, the Twitter caption was like, "This is just the Panthers."
Yep. Yep. Pretty similar.
Okay, all right, let's move on. Keep in mind I made this yesterday.
Okay.
Well, no, I made this after the 4:00 games.
Okay.
No, I made this at halftime of the Sunday Night Football game.
Okay. Hope so.
Yeah. So this tier is called Bummer, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Bummer. First we have the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Bummer. Giants, which
Major.
I would move up to the next tier
Okay.
when we'll talk about this into this next tier. Yeah.
Oh, better.
It's not really ranked by how good you are.
Okay, just
just
what
tiers.
they are.
Because the Chiefs are in this one as well.
Okay.
Bummer.
Yeah. Didn't have any of your players.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing going on there. Vikings.
Yeah, bummer.
They were like 11-0 in one-score games last year and 0-1 this year. So bummer.
There you go.
And then the Jets, I put them in this tier.
Well,
Bummer, dude.
Pretty
good call by me.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Bummer.
Aaron Rodgers.
How's the first drive of the season?
Torn Achilles. Yeah, bummer. The Chiefs obviously aren't that low in the rankings here, but it was a bummer game.
They were bummer games.
They didn't fit any other tier very well.
Yeah.
I will move the Giants up to join the Bengals in this tier, which is called What the Fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What happened?
They got smushed.
We watched, for reasons that we can divulge another time, we watched the whole Browns versus Bengals game. That was the only game that we watched start to finish.
On its own TV.
The Browns had its own TV.
Red Zone and then Browns-Bengals, which was by far the worst game of the week.
Yeah. Since it's 9/11, they went into Afghanistan and Iraq and really brutally tortured a lot of those guys to try and get some information out of them.
What are you talking about?
It was a whole thing. What they should have done, instead of waterboarding and all this, just play that Browns-Bengals game.
Okay.
And they probably
Torture.
would have found Bin Laden in 2003.
Torture.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, bad.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, fresh off a new contract. Same with Daniel Jones.
Bad optics.
Same with
by
Daniel
both
Jones.
Of those
3
guys.
points combined by those two teams.
Bad optics by both of them.
Pretty ugly.
Yep.
Next tier is
the
called
Elves, by the way. See the drawing?
Yeah.
We just got beat by it.
Double
down
down
on it.
Double
Yeah,
down on the Elves. Just because they put it on their field?
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
Yep.
Speaking of the Elves, next tier is called Grit Central.
Okay.
We got the Browns, the Lions, and the Eagles.
Grit Central.
All one gritty games.
Yep.
2 of them were in the rain.
Yeah.
Just Grit Central.
Grit Central. The Browns are interesting because I think their quarterback is not good.
I think he's a lot better than me.
But he had some, again, the rain thing's tough, but he had some throws where I was like, well.
No. Oh, yeah, one throw. Was
yeah.
He had one interception. We just. Threw, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's bad. I think he was a lot better than last year Browns.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. The whole team looked a lot different.
Yeah. Also, but they're in the grit tier just because Nick Chubb.
Dude,
no gloves.
Definition of grit.
Yeah.
Definition.
So that's grit tier.
Elijah Moore also with the no gloves. I don't know if that's a rain thing or what.
I think it's a rain thing, but Nick Chubb is just a gritty person.
Oh, so cool.
Okay, next tier. This tier is called Winning Football Clubs.
Okay.
Raiders.
Yes.
Commanders.
Okay.
Saints, Falcons, and Buccaneers.
Technically, that is correct.
All teams that have won.
Yep. All undefeated. You should have
1-0.
Yep.
Undefeated ball
ball
programs.
Yep. That's great.
So.
Yeah, I mean
the Falcons looked good
against the Panthers, who I think might be the worst team in the league.
Yeah, they're the worst quarterback in the league. The Saints looked good. Ish, yeah.
I thought they would
Mike
look better.
Thomas is back.
I thought they would look better. Mike Thomas is so back. But
I thought they would look better as well.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I don't think the Bucs could win the NFC South. And I thought they were going to win 2 games.
Yeah, the Bucs actually looked pretty fun. Fun team.
But again, Baker...
Defense looked good.
Yeah, but Baker... but again...
I don't know. That connection to Mike Evans was
really
Or a guy. See, Baker. Everyone there was pumped about it.
Oh, for sure. And Mike Evans, that was because the whole thing was trade me or pay me. He just walked right off the field. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next tier. Getting into the good stuff.
Okay.
This tier is obviously every week the Cowboys tier.
Okay.
Chargers.
Okay.
Obviously Cowboys tier.
Okay.
Ravens.
Obviously in the Cowboys tier.
And Bills.
Okay.
This was before the Bills played.
Right.
So Cowboys tier for them. The Chargers and the Cowboys tier.
Are the Cowboys in that tier?
No.
Okay.
The Chargers are obviously in the Cowboys tier because they lost a really fun game.
Yeah.
And the Ravens are because everyone got hurt.
Yep.
Which is a Cowboys thing.
Yep.
And the Bills hadn't played at the time.
So find a place to put them. Yeah.
But they were just giving me Cowboys vibes.
Yeah.
I thought they might lose a close game or they're
overhyped. Yeah, should win every year and they never do.
I could see Josh Allen just getting sacked 50 times in this game, which is happening right now, and I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
Next tier, we got 2 left. This tier is awesome. What?
3-0.
No, 3-13. I saw earlier.
Oh, okay.
This tier is called We Got Ourselves a Guy.
Okay.
This tier is awesome.
Okay.
Packers.
We got ourselves
a guy.
Yes.
Only quarterback with 3 tutties and no picks in week 1.
Jordan Love.
Beast.
The Jordan Love train has arrived and is leaving the station.
Oh. And I am on it.
Oh,
if there's a Jordan Love train, I am riding it.
I am the conductor of that train. The Jordan Love wagon.
The Jordan Love podcast. Jordan Love is the definition of a wagon.
I'm hitching myself to him.
Okay.
With a hook in my
Next team,
arm.
we got ourselves a guy. 49ers.
Purdy.
Guy.
That ball to Ayuk. You see his press conference after the game? Pat Pete came out and said a bunch of stuff before the season started. Didn't even know he was on the Steelers. And after the game, Purdy, just so cool, man. He just, he's like, they're like, "What'd you have favorite play?" And he's like, that fade ball to Ayuk. That was on Peterson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So cool. I love that
Peterson
guy.
was getting cooked, low key.
Yeah, he's old. I love Brock Purdy. And
he's awesome. He's a 49ers quarterback.
He is, but he's like the best version of anything I've seen with Shanahan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like he's like this is gonna.
He's
sound...
a good, healthy mix though, because I feel like Trey Lance is too much around the ball.
I agree. Okay, yeah, this is gonna sound like bad, but he's like the best game manager I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that's not true, but
right. Well, the game manager archetype that we tend to put on people.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. Right, he's perfect for the Shanahan system. Which
like
is
Mahomes is not a game. Mahomes is not like a game manager. Like people don't call Mahomes a game manager. Obviously he is, but like that type of.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I should say like more so literally just like the quarterbacks that Kyle Shanahan wants in his system.
Agree.
So Jimmy Garoppolo.
He's built for the Shanahan system, and the Shanahan system is control the game.
Yeah, and he did exceedingly well. Threw the ball fast as well.
You're gonna like this next one, I think.
Okay.
The Colts.
Got
ourselves a guy.
Oh, really?
They lost.
Yeah.
But a close one to the Jags.
Yeah.
And Anthony Richardson, I think, played well.
I agree.
They were a terrible team. I didn't think they'd be that bad.
No,
I thought they would be worse. I'm saying.
Same, and I thought the Jaguars were actually going to lose that game for a minute. My thing about that is just the power of like, it's such a common thing to say, but the power of coaching in the NFL is crazy. Like you get the Eagles. Shane Steichen was a fucking awesome offensive coordinator. It has been. Like Jalen Hurts had his best year last year. By the way, Jalen Hurts. Not going to take that much away from it, but didn't look awesome that first game. Give Anthony Richardson, Shane Steichen, who at minimum is like a really solid offensive mind. Right. Like he's looking great,
and he looks good. He will sit out 2 to 3 weeks with a concussion at some point.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I don't know about that helmet.
Yeah, it's weird.
His helmet could prevent the concussion.
Oh, okay.
No, he was running hard.
Yeah.
At people.
Oh yeah. That's why like, if I'm a franchise owner.
Yeah.
And I'm hiring a coach. In what world am I hiring a defensive coordinator? You know what I mean?
Never.
And like D'Amico Ryans, I fucking love that guy. Yeah. Guess what? 25-9 with a better way better college quarterback than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. But they played a good defense in the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean the Jaguars aren't terrible. Like I know it's like a sample size and I shouldn't use it, but I'm just saying like God, I would just in this day and age, it's an offense coordinator every time for me.
Oh, 100%. 100%. All right, let's get through the rest of these. We got ourselves a guy, Rams. Just because Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
What a guy.
What's up with him?
I don't know.
So cool.
We'll talk a little bit more about him later.
Okay.
But got ourselves a guy.
Okay.
And then Jaguars.
Calvin.
Got ourselves a guy.
Calvin Ridley is a guy.
Yeah. And T-Law winning the game. Game winner.
He's great.
I think everyone on that team is just a guy.
On the Jags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boyasad Olakun.
Yeah, Dougie P.
Yeah.
And then the last top tier is called Super Bowl matchup, and it's the Dolphins and the Cowboys. Because those teams
I would love that.
Fucking display.
I would love that if that was the case.
Display.
I am really in on the Dolphins.
I am too, and I thought their O-line was going to be abysmal.
Not at all.
I thought they'd get destroyed by Bosa and... Was Khalil Mack even playing? I don't know. A lot of the game. Yeah, and the Cowboys' defense is like...
Oh, so good.
A force of nature.
Yeah, a force of
Stephon Gilmore, interception.
Micah Parsons is like...
Oh, by far...
Every time I'm like, he's not a pass rusher.
It's tough to say because there's so many... He's going to have his hand down all season,
Yeah.
but there's so many good young defensive players, and I think Micah Parsons is by far the best.
Yeah.
Like, T.J. Watt had 3 sacks.
And T.J. Watt's like good, 5 years older than Micah still?
I don't know about that. I think a couple of years, but I think Mike Parsons is still way better than T.J. Watt.
I agree. His speed and his movement is nuts, and the way he can just stand up and be a beast. Yeah, it's crazy. The thing I'm the most in about the Dolphins is the coach. I just love that guy. Amazing. He's awesome.
And Tua fucking was slinging it.
Slinging it, yeah. And again, I'm like, it's literally always been like, can this guy stay healthy?
Yeah.
I think he's really smart. I think he's really accurate, and he's throwing the ball with pace.
I gave it out. Tua 8 plus 1,800 lead the league in passing yards, and he had 400.
Plus 1,800 is crazy in those
in the first game.
Yep.
So that's my Super Bowl matchup.
That'd be great. I'd love
Not
that
actually,
Super Bowl matchup.
but that's my week 1 reaction.
Yeah.
Tears.
Perfect.
I don't see any flaws.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure it won't change the rest of the year.
I'm sure everyone agrees that there are no flaws. Okay. We're going to do some quick little agree, disagree. I only have 3 here.
Okay.
Mostly just overreactions from the week, but are they overreactions?
Okay.
First one. The 49ers are the best team in the league. 3, 2, 1. Agree.
Disagree.
I think they are.
I think they are too.
Okay. So you agree.
But tied for first.
Okay. With?
Cowboys.
Okay.
And
The Dolphins?
No. I just like the Chiefs are.
Yeah.
Not say
for
the
sure.
Chiefs. I know they lost and they have no
Yeah.
wide receivers, but like it's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm
Totally.
not going to say they're not the number 1 team in the league.
Totally fair.
I think the 49ers are top 3 or like top 2, but
Yeah.
My thing was other teams also showed out. I'll say that.
For sure. My thing with the 49ers is, like, I still am a believer in the Steelers. Like, I still think they're a good team, and they just, like, dismantled them, and everyone on their team looked really good.
I was thinking about this earlier. Are the Steelers the same exact team as the Patriots?
Wow. It is real similar on just about every level, huh?
I mean, I think our defense is a little better.
think
They
so,
have
too.
a little better weapons.
Yeah.
Mediocre quarterback. Really good coaching.
And, like, an old defensive coach.
Yeah, and like a mediocre offensive line.
Yep. I think the trade-off would be we have the defensive weapons.
Better defensive weapons, and they have more
offensive
offensive weapons. So, but other than that, I mean, mediocre quarterback, mediocre team.
Yep, with the same type of
With
coach.
a great history.
Yeah, legendary coach. Yeah, very much huge historical brand.
Very similar.
Very similar.
Yeah, probably will go 8-9.
Probably.
Okay.
Next one. Brock Purdy is the best quarterback from last year's draft. This includes Kenny Pickett, Sam Howell, Desmond Ridder, and Bailey Zappi.
Sam Howell didn't look great.
Nope.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Agree. Yeah, have to.
Super good.
I'm not going to say it's the system either.
I
think other people would obviously flourish in the system, but I think Shanahan gets a lot of credit for the system.
He does.
Like, I know what he's doing is awesome, and I'm not trying to discredit him.
Right.
But let's give a little bit of credit to Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
He still has to hit the targets.
Yes.
Like, he's throwing dots still to Ayuk in the corner of the end zone multiple times.
The best version of that is Matt Ryan in 2016.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah.
Like, Brock Purdy's not there, but I'd put him second of the guys I've
I'd
seen.
agree. Obviously,
Manziel,
he has more weapons
Garoppolo,
now.
Trent Lance. Than Ryan did?
Than Matt Ryan?
Did?
Probably.
Julio Jones?
Okay.
Tevin Coleman? Devontae Freeman?
Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Debo Samuel,
I think
George Kittle, and Ayuk?
Yeah, that is a crazy line. It's comparable, but I think, yeah.
Those guys were all, like, first-round picks, I think.
Yeah. Kittle wasn't.
No, probably not.
Yeah, but
Ayuk
no.
was.
Yeah, Ayuk was. No, they're absolutely loaded. But I just love what I see from Brock. There's a little thing.
They also have a way
Brock.
better defense.
Way better. Way better.
Yeah.
Shanahan said, like, a couple weeks ago when they traded, maybe right before they traded Lance, when they were like, hey, is there any way that Brock could, Lance could start? And that was at the time where we were still, like, because we had just had...
It was the quarterback matchup.
Yeah, the 49ers are similar to the Patriots, where, like, not a bunch gets out.
Yeah.
And so we're like, could Lance just, like, have a good camp and win the job?
Or Sam Darnold.
Yeah, and Shanahan was like, oh, there is no way that happens.
Okay.
Like, he was like, no.
I think the only question was the injury stuff.
Yeah, no, but they said, like, the question was if Purdy comes back and it's, like, healthy, like, could there be a competition? He was like, if he fucking melts, which that would never happen. So it's like just that, like, the guys that spend every day with him, like, there was whispers of Mahomes way before Mahomes happened.
Right.
Like, in his rookie year, like that should have been, like, a clue, like, okay, like, he's good.
He's good. No, he's really good.
He's definitely good.
There is a chance that they just literally destroy the NFC and just win the Super Bowl this year.
Yep.
Like, I know it's week 1, a lot of teams look good, a lot of teams look bad.
Yep.
And it's overreactions, but they could just...
But also, doesn't it fit the timeline of, like, hey, like, how does this team not already have a Super Bowl? They've been so good for, like, the last 6 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't it make sense, like, finally this is the year that they just don't fuck it up? You know? They don't get hurt, but, you know, obviously impossible to predict.
All right, hit me with your
last one. The Packers will be better this year with Love than they were last year with Rodgers.
100% agree.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I think Jordan Love could finish as a top 5 MVP candidate.
I love that.
I am so in.
I love that.
So
he looked great.
Aaron Jones hamstring injury.
Not my favorite.
Fantasy team.
Yep, me as
Not
well.
great. Oh, also J.K. Dobbins. Fantasy team as well.
Very bad week for you.
Bad week.
Yeah.
No, I think Jordan Love was awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
he showed a lot of good signs. Also found out when he was 14, his dad killed himself.
Oh, my God.
So
Oh, my God.
that's probably why he played so good.
Well, I mean, hardened, mature guy.
Mature guy.
Yeah. If this is gonna start like the arguments where I'm kind of a believer in like, sat that guy for 3 years behind Rodgers.
Yeah.
And he comes in and is like super good.
He is a perfect like quarterback build.
Yep.
He's not
mobile enough.
He's not amazing at. I think it's kind of like Brock. It's like he's not the best in the league at anything, but he's really good at everything.
Yeah, and he again, it's the like not mistake prone.
And he's doing his job. They're going to run the ball a lot, so if he just hits those, if he converts on some third downs.
And not throw picks, not throw bad picks.
Romeo Dobbs looked awesome.
He did. Yep,
awesome.
He did. By the way, again, how much do those young wide receivers get better now that they have a young quarterback with them and not a kind of a tyrant veteran? Aura.
I think also you just have to have a wide receiver wearing number 87 if you're the Packers.
Have to.
You just have to.
Jordan Dobbs.
Yeah, so.
Sterling Sharp was 87.
There was a couple wide receivers being number 87.
Yeah.
I just
Donald Driver.
I just want Jordan Nelson back. That's all I want.
Yeah. Okay, me too. All right.
Do you want a break or do you want me to do my quick awards of the week?
Oh.
They won't be long, I don't think.
Yeah. Okay, do them. Awards of the week.
Okay. I decided to give out some accolades this week. So first we have Rookie of the Week.
Okay.
Any guesses?
Rookie of the Week, I would go with Jalen Carter.
Okay. I went with Brad Dobbins, who is the Bengals punter.
Okay.
Who punted 10 times in his debut, and the team record was 11. So he was hunting it.
Almost setting records.
Really good stuff out of Brad Dobbins.
Great.
Next, I have Racist of the Week.
Racist of the Week.
Yeah. Matt Stafford.
Okay.
For only throwing to random white guys.
Only
Cooper Kupp's out. I'm just going to throw it to Skoronski or Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Hawaiian, actually.
Okay.
So.
White.
Maybe just an anti-black thing.
Anti-black thing. Still racist.
Yep.
Next, I have Injury of the Week.
Okay.
I gave this award to Antonio Brown for claiming he has CTE, which can only be diagnosed after death. Only can be diagnosed on brain tests after you're dead.
He's got it. He figured it out, probably.
No longer alive person of the week.
Okay.
I was going to give it to Jacoby Myers, and then I felt really bad about that.
Well, he's still alive.
So. I know. Well, he came back.
Yes.
So then I gave it to Bears fans.
Okay.
All of them, because they're not alive.
I saw some found myself on Bears TikTok a little bit. Just awesome.
I found myself on Giants TikTok.
That as well.
And it was like...
Oh, what?
Danny Dimes drops back, and it's just like people getting jumped.
I saw one of the Bears literally just like that Vietnam War cartoon of the guy, and then it overlaid is just like the last 14 meetings with the Packers. They're just getting shellacked. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got two more.
Okay.
All the way back, player of the week, Melvin Gordon, who was activated from the Ravens practice squad.
I mean, if you're a running back looking for work,
all the way back.
Boy, do I have a team for you. Go to the Baltimore Ravens.
Player of the week, Melvin Gordon. And last, I have hating your country player of the week goes to Damar Hamlin for sitting out in the 9/11 game tonight.
That wasn't his choice.
Healthy scratch.
Yeah. Wasn't his choice.
Well, he's on the bench.
That is
on
true.
9/11, so maybe
bad optics.
After all that money people have given you, maybe stand up and show some love for the country.
Okay, I think he was standing.
I don't know. He's on the bench for the game.
Yes, because he wouldn't have made the team if he didn't almost die last year.
Well,
okay.
I also bet you for comeback player of the year. So get on the field, please.
Get your ass on the field. All right, we're gonna go have an interview with our college football insider that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome. I know we don't talk about
Texas a lot, Alabama a lot,
and we definitely don't talk about Judaism.
That we don't talk about Judaism. That I can be sure of.
Yeah. Yep. So
on that note, yeah. See ya.
Okay, welcome back. End of the episode.
Yes, for the college football segment.
Yep.
Guess who's back? College football insider Andrew Gecse.
Guess is back.
Gecse.
Good to be back.
Good to be
back.
What an eventful weekend it was. Once again.
Yeah, and we haven't even talked to you at all about college football. It's been a while.
Yep.
Like preseason or nothing. So it's been a fun little start to the year, I'd say.
I find it funny that you have me on after Alabama gets their shit pushed in. But
we were busy. A lot of moving in. I mean, are you an Alabama fan?
I'm an unbiased college football analyst.
Where do you go to school? No, college football insider.
Insider. You're an insider.
Insider.
Because you're inside the college.
Because you're inside the college, yes.
Yep.
Nice.
I actually have some inside information from Alabama today.
All right, let's start.
Tyler Buchner got the first team reps.
The quarterback? The Notre Dame transfer?
Looks like they're going to be looks like there's going to be a change going into USF.
Oh, he's not good. Watched him all last year. Not good.
It's a work in progress.
That's Tommy's guy, huh?
Yeah, here's the thing about Saturday. I don't think Tommy Rees called a bad game at all.
Okay.
I just think they didn't execute the game plan. Like, I have a few stats here. First off, first 3 carries of the game by running back for Alabama, 29 yards. Rest of the game, 78. They got 2 yards a carry after the first drive. But I think they kind of almost abandoned the run. And then obviously Milrow put them in some bad spots on defense with the 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
But I counted 4 touchdowns that Milrow either missed, and then 2 touchdowns that got called back on penalties.
Okay, so a little sloppy, a little early in the season.
Pretty bad week to be sloppy versus Texas.
Yeah, I want to go back to the run thing. I thought all year Bama was just going to return, I mean, maybe it still is, but back to that Alabama offensive, just ground and pound, and then seems like...
Chase McClellan, maybe your best offensive returning starter.
That was, they heard it all offseason that they were going to return to that murder ball football. They're going to run the ball. And I think in week 1 they did. They had 200 yards rushing. They ran the ball like 6 yards a carry. But Middle Tennessee, different story this week versus a good front in Texas, allowing 5 sacks. I thought, even J.C. Latham, who's probably going to be a first rounder in the NFL draft, he was getting whipped one-on-one. They got a freshman starting at left tackle. You could tell he wasn't ready. You get a freshman starting at safety who was puking on the sidelines. So I just think they just weren't ready to play. 10 penalties for 90 yards. Can't have that. 5 of 14 on third down. Just can't have that. That's the other thing. Alabama all offseason has this. In the spring, they call it the fourth quarter program. You get outscored 21-8 in the fourth quarter.
Right.
That just can't happen.
Nope.
And I did a little digging. So Texas this year, LSU last year, Tennessee last year, and then Georgia in the national championship. They got outscored in the fourth quarter in every single one of those games. All 4 losses outscored.
Damn.
Who, Bama?
Bama.
It's not the Alabama of old right now. Can they get back to that this year? Maybe. All their tough games are at home. The SEC kind of looks a little down. LSU didn't look great. Ole Miss probably would have lost this week had the Tulane starting quarterback played, Michael Pratt, who's very good. Auburn's Auburn. They didn't look great versus Cal. Kind of a weird time going out west. Who else? They play Tennessee at home. I'm not sold on Joe Milton. And then they got A&M on the road, they suck.
Right.
But
do you think they can seriously compete with all the problems at the quarterback position?
Yeah, they just got to run the ball. The first quarter, they ran the ball effectively, and then obviously Milrow threw the pick. That stalled that drive. And then, they're not really built to play from behind. I know they had 2 big play touchdowns to Nye Blackburn, but they're just not built to play from behind. They're a team that's going to have to get the lead early and just run the clock out.
Yeah, play Nick Saban football. I want to ask you about the Alabama defense, which you seem to have always had some high praise for. Looking at the box score here, it looks like we got no sacks. Nothing. So
they dialed up maybe 5 blitzes all game. They wore all white jerseys. It was all white the whole game. It was brutal. I didn't get even when they sent people, they got pressure. They forced some incompletions, but they never got home with just their 4 base unit. They run a 4-2. 4-2-5 defense, so 4 D linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 DBs. I just didn't get it. They dialed up some blitzes versus Middle Tennessee State last week where they would put 4 D linemen, and then instead of 2 inside linebackers, they would put an outside linebacker and an inside linebacker position and completely just, rain hellfire on the quarterback. And it got home twice last week, but obviously different breed. And this was a Texas O-line that was sloppy versus Rice. Very sloppy. Ewers got hit. They got pressured. The defense played good for 3 quarters. 7 of 18 on third down for Texas. You were to tell me that before the game, I'd be like, oh my God, we're going to win. They got off the field, just untimely penalties. And then when they finally did get the lead, it took Texas 3 plays to score.
Yep.
Get the lead back.
Yep.
So I thought Sark called an unbelievable game. It just seemed like he was always one step ahead. But obviously, he's been here, forever. He knows how it does it.
Right.
I'm going to give you 20 seconds to say something positive about Alabama, and then I don't want to. And then we'll talk about Texas, what Texas did well.
I thought Alabama's wide receivers played well. That was about it.
Okay.
I thought Malachi Moore played well. He looked like the Malachi from freshman year, but wide receivers were the best part. Jermaine Burke played well again. 6 straight games with a touchdown. So.
All right.
To Texas.
On the other side of the field, yeah. Possible Heisman candidate?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't call him the favorite right now just because Caleb Williams has 12 touchdowns to 0 turnovers.
That's crazy.
But Ewers has had his Heisman moment, I guess you could say, going into Alabama.
And I'll tell you what it is. Shaving his mullet.
All business.
Yeah, I like it. I also think another year under Sarkisian and going and getting A.D. Mitchell in the transfer portal kind of.
We'll chalk it up to the mullet.
Yeah.
We'll chalk it
No
up.
Bijan.
How about Xavier Worthy? I thought after that drop was going to have a tough game, but then he sort of rallied. That was good to see.
Yeah, I mean, again, the freshman safety got burnt over the top twice on both of the touchdowns, which that you can't have that. You're a 5-star player. You're getting the starting role under a Nick Saban defense. You can't make those mistakes. But
who was that? Who was that freshman?
Yeah, it's Caleb Downs.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a guy.
I'm biased. I thought he was going to be the guy.
Yeah, the next one.
First game, he was SEC Freshman of the Week.
Yeah.
But again, Middle Tennessee.
Most tackles this week.
But other than Xavier Worthy's bomb touchdown in I think it might have been the first quarter. It might have been their first drive. Well, one of their first drives. He really didn't do much. He was more A.D. Mitchell and J.T. Sanders, I think is his name. It's like Javonte Sanders or something like that. He was a killer, but Clark it just seemed like he was one step ahead. Like I said, every time, they had to have it, they got it. But throughout the game, they weren't great on third down. They ran the ball for 100 yards, but they kind of had one real long play, so they didn't run the ball great. And Ewers was still 34 of 59 or something like that, or 49 maybe. He played great. He got the ball to the guy when he mattered the most, which is something Alabama just did not do.
Right.
Milroe missed Bond on a deep slot fade. I think it was either the second or third quarter that I watched the all 22 personnel, so you can see the top view. He had 5 yards of separation on the guy. If he leads him, it's a touchdown. He missed McClellan on a wheel route out of the backfield. It was wide open. He could have walked into the end zone. And then right before the half, he missed Roydell Williams out of the backfield too. If he leads him, it's a touchdown. That's 3 touchdowns right there. It just execution just didn't happen.
And this we can move on to Colorado. I just want to say this seemed like a game in the past, how many years, that Texas would not win.
Yes.
Totally a Texas loss game.
It kind of had the feel all week of, you remember when Fournette would get the hype coming into Alabama, he's rushing, he's averaging 200 yards a carry, and then, Alabama comes out and stonewalls him.
Yep.
It had the feel of when Dak Prescott was back at Mississippi State when he was in the high.
Number 1 in the country, Mississippi State.
Yeah, they were number 1, and then Alabama comes in and steamrolls them. That's what I thought all week. I thought, Texas is getting a lot of hype for a team that really didn't prove it last year. They were good, but they lost some, really bad games. I think they dropped one to Texas Tech. They just put it all together. I think they played a damn near perfect game.
Yeah, and didn't choke.
And Alabama couldn't have played a worse game.
Couldn't possibly.
Especially that fourth quarter, I keep going back to.
That's crazy.
All right, well, let's highlight another team that's playing well right now. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Right.
University of Colorado.
The Buffaloes.
Sco Buffs.
Right. Crazy. Do you think they can be a legitimate college football playoff contender? And by that I mean, can they make the college football playoff?
This year?
Yeah.
Not a chance. Not a chance. I mean, they're gonna lose. They're gonna be 3-0, so they're gonna win this week versus Colorado State, which is a cupcake. But then they gotta play Oregon, USC, Utah. Oregon State's the 16th ranked team. UCLA is ranked 24th, and Washington State is a tough game. They just beat Wisconsin, who a lot of people were high on. I was high on with Bickle, Braylon Allen, ton of guys there. But yeah, I I see them almost dropping every single one of those games. To be honest,
Jesus.
I mean, they were pretty.
I think I said this last year. I think a bowl game berth is a successful season in Colorado.
I'd agree. I think
They just
preseason.
don't have the guys on defense yet. Their offense is legit. Their O-line, they have mountains. The left tackle's like 6'10". Travis Hunter's legit. Jimmy Horn Jr.'s good. The running back's good. Dylan Edwards, right?
Yeah.
Shador.
Yeah.
Shador is cerebral. Like Mel Kiper has him as the third-ranked quarterback now. He's really good. Their OC, who's he was a head coach at Kent State and left that to be the OC there. He's been great.
Yeah.
They're good on offense. It's just their defense is going to continue to allow points, and Nebraska sucks. So I'm not taking anything from that game. But
All right, so basically just take the over.
yeah, I mean, sooner or later they're going to run into I could see them getting stunned versus Oregon and not putting up, whatever they have in the last few games.
I'm pretty sure
They got good corners.
their preseason win total was like 4.
Yeah, that should hit, I think.
No, I know it will, but I'm saying the expectations were not high at all.
No.
Yeah.
Like I said, a bowl berth would be a good starting point.
Do you think people are too high on them in general right now?
Yeah. I saw a headline today that was could Deion Sanders be the next head coach of Alabama?
Oh wow. If I'm telling you, if I'm the Cardinals, I'm picking up that phone at the end of the season and throwing a bag at Deion Sanders.
Wow.
Yeah, but if they have the number 1 pick, you think Deion would take Caleb Williams over his kid?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
But I like what I see from that.
Dude, I think he's legit an NFL quarterback.
Sure.
Yeah.
He has proved me wrong. I thought he was bum. But he's played. I didn't realize how accurate he was.
And I think it's his pocket presence. I thought he would just kind of run around and be like a new age quarterback, but he has great pocket presence and he's real patient, which is something only a few quarterbacks can do.
Mentored by Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think he's definitely in that top 10 to 15 range of quarterbacks. I don't know about top 5 like these other guys are saying, but I mean, you can't put him ahead of Caleb Williams.
No.
Drake May, Michael Penix Jr. even at Washington is putting up stupid numbers to start.
Bo Nix.
You put him ahead of. He can't right now. Nope. Bo Nix has had 3 pretty good years of college, 2 really good.
Yep.
What about our Notre Dame guy?
Sam Hartman.
Nope. I'm all in on him. I think he's really good.
He's so good.
He just actually turned 45 yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that in his rib necklace. You can't put Shador ahead of Ewers. Can't.
He probably wouldn't be a top 3 quarterback on Texas.
No.
No.
Oh, really?
Even though I was at the game on Saturday, obviously.
Yeah.
Arch Manning, not great in warm-ups.
Okay.
Was watching him.
Slow, huh?
It was
Like Mac
windy.
Jones?
I mean, again, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Again, he threw the ball 55 times, so.
Dude,
He's never going to have to do that again in an NFL game.
so I just got here, we haven't talked Pats yet, but I am pro Pats and Matt is anti Pats right now, which is weird.
You can't, I mean, as long as this guy's a quarterback.
Listen, now that Aaron Rodgers looks to be out a pretty good amount of time,
Which is
that
crazy.
he rolled up on that ankle.
Yeah.
The Jets are going to stink with Zach Wilson. That should be 2 wins. If they play like they did yesterday, I think the defense is going to be top 5.
Agreed.
I mean, they got playmakers everywhere.
Agreed.
Gonzalez looked good
Yep.
late, early on. It looked like the moment was a little bit too big for him.
Dude, all
Smitty and AJ Brown, but those are two freak receivers.
He made that big play at the end on Devontae Smith.
Yeah, he's going to have a tough time with Diggs, Hill, Waddle.
I love how big he is, dude.
Wilson could be tough for him. Lazard is a matchup issue for some people.
Not for him, he's tall.
But yeah, their defense looked really good. I thought Keon White was a beast. And I thought the safety there from Sacramento State.
Marte Mapu.
Yeah.
I thought he was pretty good.
Making some good tackles.
But yeah, listen, if you can get 25 points, that should be good.
What are your thoughts on the greatest freshman college wide receiver of all time costing us the game twice?
Keyshawn Boutte.
Oh, Keyshawn Boutte?
Yeah,
that was bad. How about Matt? Have you guys seen the stuff on Matt Corral?
Yeah, I think he just didn't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's missing. I don't want to spread like fake rumors or anything, but pretty sure he's like not found.
Like,
oh my god!
Like no one knows. Like kidnapped.
Like at Ole Miss and before Ole Miss, he had really bad mental health stuff. So he just kind of like went off the rails. I think maybe.
Oh wow!
This could be just stuff I saw on Twitter, but that's why they didn't cut him. That's why they put him on like that exempt list.
Oh,
pretty crazy stuff.
So you're telling me he could still be a guy for us,
as long as he's alive,
which is most important.
Yeah,
you can quote me on that.
Quote me on that.
Yep.
Do you? Okay, Matt, I have a question for you.
Please.
Do you think Zappy would have won the game yesterday?
Yes.
No.
Yep. Yeah, because those two throws on the last drive actually hit their intended targets, and the targets don't have to. Hunter Henry doesn't have to sit there for like 7 minutes.
I have two things about the last drive. Two things about the last drive. The third down call, right before the fourth down, where Booty dropped. No, he didn't drop it. He just didn't get his feet in.
Yeah.
Who calls a screen on 3rd and 13?
The Patriots historically. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't like that play call, and it got 1 yard, and then
the Bears would as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and then like Booty's got to catch that, and then the other drive they were driving, and then the third down like Booty's got to get his feet in twice.
Yeah, no, twice. I agree. But there was 2 plays. I think it was to Hunter Henry, and the second one was to.
Yeah, that one was bad.
Yeah, he had him, and the ball just took too long to arrive, which happens all the time.
But I texted you that. I'm like, how do you run? It was like, 4th and 12 or something like that? Like, it was 4th and long. How do you run a 10-yard out route on 4th and 12? Get to the sticks. I don't get that.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on all your friends saying the N-word to that player?
Was that you? No, they said the F word.
That was not me.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was bad. Like, those kids will get found. This is great. You might want to keep this part in. I have never seen a team take over the city of Tuscaloosa like Texas did.
Ooh.
They had half the stadium in burnt orange. It was insane.
Wow.
It felt like a neutral site game. Like, it was loud just because it was
college football.
Again, clearly they had 100,000 people and probably 70,000 of them were Alabama fans, but still 30,000 fans. I had to go home after the game because I was like afraid, like, I can't be out here. I'm out.
Most you've ever seen an opposing team fill that Alabama stadium?
Yeah, not even close. Like, it felt like the whole upper bowl was burnt orange.
Wow.
Greatest color matchup of all time, also.
Really good. Really good.
It was a good uniform game.
Last quick question. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Ryder Cup prediction.
So if Brooks Koepka hadn't gotten picked, I was going to be full Team Europe, but that he got picked, and I think the USA is going to dominate.
All right. I think we're going to get smoked.
When does that start?
Really? Wow.
Starts when it starts in like 10 days, 12 days.
Hell yeah.
Next week, maybe?
Yeah. We haven't won on foreign soil since like 1994.
Yeah, I also, like, this was one of my points, and I know you can't do it like this because they have the automatic qualifiers. I would have taken the same team that won it the last time. But you can't do that because Wyndham Clark won a major instead of Brian Harmon, which is terrible.
Well, Wyndham Clark's actually a beast, but Justin Thomas is going to shoot an 83 in the solo matches and get fucking
I think he shows up.
Nope.
I think he shows up.
For his country, dude.
Dude, him and Spieth are going to get smoked.
For his country. Both of them.
No. I want Team USA to win.
You almost have to put JT with Scheffler just in case that does happen. Because Scheffler can probably claw his way out.
No, Scheffler and someone else. No, Scheffler and Sam Burns are like boys.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So
it'll be interesting to see who they put with Koepka, even though I don't think anybody on the PGA Tour really hates that he went to LIV. It'll just be...
Well, Brian Harmon...
everybody likes him.
Brian Harmon's a pretty slow player, so...
Yeah. They could have put him with Homa, have that part of my take.
True. A little PMT group. I think they'll probably put him with Wyndham Clark.
Probably.
I don't know, that's two bombers of the golf ball, and Wyndham Clark's not great with the putter.
He's insane with the putter.
You have to put Scheffler with the best putter.
Yeah. Okay, so Brian Harmon?
Yeah, you have to do that.
All right.
There we go. Now we got it.
I would love to see them do, like, just for one match, Scheffler and Koepka versus Rory and Rob.
Yeah, it won't happen.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
No, it'll never happen.
I know.
That would be fun.
But that would be sweet.
All right.
Actually, technically, probably right now it'd be Rom and Hawk.
Yeah,
All right. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Have a great week.